That was an early hit for Jon Bon Jovi. And as Tracy Smith explains, for him, those words are more than just the lyrics of a song.
For most people, Red Bank is just another stop on the New Jersey rail line. But here, just a few feet from the lumbering train cars, is a place that almost feels like home.
Hi, how are y'all? Hey, Denise. Oh, hi. Hi.
This is the JBJ Soul Kitchen, cooking up classic farm-to-table cuisine 5 days a week. Fancy stuff, but for the needy, it's not so much a restaurant as a refuge.
We're right by the train tracks.
Train goes by so much you won't even notice it. And it goes by a lot.
Yes, the JBJ in the name stands for Jon Bon Jovi. He co-founded the place 8 years ago, turning what used to be an auto body repair shop into a place where no one is ever turned away.
Gotcha over here, friend.
Did you deliberately build it on the wrong side of the tracks?
Well, at least we didn't build it on the tracks. So.
And here's how it works. There are no prices on the menu. Diners are asked to pay a $20 donation that covers their meal and someone else's meal too. And if you can't donate money, you can donate service, like washing dishes, in exchange for your supper. It's actually the brainchild of Bon Jovi's wife, Dorothea.
So how did you share this idea with your husband?
She leaned across the couch.
And I said, I have this idea. And you said?
It was genius.
Genius indeed. Nearly all the labor is volunteer. Much of the food is donated. And on any given night, nearly every seat is filled, roughly half by donors, and half by those who may not know where their next meal is coming from.
Hunger doesn't look like what your mind's eye might imagine. It's the people at your church, it's the kids that go to school with your kids. And I think that was eye-opening for a lot of the community here that said, oh, there's no homeless people here. And they look around the restaurant and I say, I can name 5 people right now that I know are homeless in this restaurant right now, but they don't look like what you think they're gonna look like.
It's not the stereotype that you're expecting to see.
No.
It's no surprise that the place is doing well. The food is really good. And like anything else,
Who are you?
I'm John.
You're John?
Yeah.
John who?
Bon Jovi.
a little star power always helps. Jon Bon Jovi, of course, is the Grammy-winning artist who sold millions of records and millions more concert tickets. Jon and Dorothea met in high school, and much to the anguish of Bon Jovi groupies everywhere, they got married in 1989. And today, she says she's content to live in what has been a pretty big shadow.
And I've heard you tell a story that when you guys go out to dinner, you often don't get served.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's
Is that
a fact.
true?
That's a fact.
Because
Because everyone's focusing on what Mr. Bon Jovi wants. And I'm like, can I? And everyone's meal shows up except mine. And it's just like the standing joke in our family.
It's true.
Or
It's
I get the
sad.
wrong saying, or it
So
doesn't matter.
sad.
I just eat it. Who cares? So,
But she's also willing to speak up for a good idea. And this is her latest one. Starting next year, there'll be a JBJ Soul Kitchen at a place you might not have expected, the Newark campus of Rutgers University. The faculty got a preview last week.
We need you guys to spread the message because we can provide great food, but unless the kids are coming in to eat, we failed.
why a college campus?
When you send your kids off to school, you don't think about after tuition, books, living, what's left for food, you know, and so few are on meal plans to begin with. And then that's another reason why they're eating ramen noodles. We all think it's the rite of passage to sit and study hard and eat the ramen noodles. Well, how about if it's the only thing you can afford?
We should point out that Bon Jovi's music is very much alive and well. In fact, he just finished a new album last week. But fighting hunger is a priority. Besides the place in Red Bank, there's another Soul Kitchen in Toms River, and his JBJ Foundation has plans to open more as long as there's a need.
With so much that is wrong with the world today, does this give you hope?
You know, it does restore your faith in humanity, because people will, I believe, given the opportunity, help another human being. And that's what we see here all the time.
So how does this compare to an arena of screaming fans?
It can obviously never compare to performing or writing songs, but what it does do is it gives you the same sense of fulfillment, I think, when we leave here at night. That's why I say the way to feel good is to do good. You know, find your good and do it.
Now you don't ever show that to me, do you?